All right, guys, you know what it is. Coach Colin here, high performance coach. And if you want the absolute best insights on the podcast that you love and maybe don't even know about, hit that subscribe button. Let's get into it. Today is the last episode. Actually, I might drop all these episodes on the same day. We'll see. But Gary V, absolute amazing guy. The Diary of a CEO, absolutely amazing podcast. Definitely check it out. This guy's talking to all sorts of business, what's the word? Tycoons? Titans? Titans, that's the word. He's talking to all sorts of business titans, all sorts of people. You know, they're giving you their stories. They're really opening up. He gets them to be very transparent. He gets a lot of them emotional, including Gary here. So this is the last clip from the podcast that I think people will benefit from. And it's just Gary talking about, like, basically the thing that stands out the most to me is when he talks about auditing your life. This is huge to me because I've done this before and I've done it again and I've done it again. And it's ended me up with some really great people around me. And because of that sphere of influence, it's rubbed off on me. And, you know, not to just be like, oh, I'm such a great person, but like, you know, iron sharpens iron. And when you're around a bunch of people who are good and have really deep moral values and integrity, it rubs off. So I do feel like I have that. You know what? I'm not going to be modest. I'm pretty great. Okay? Let's just get into this clip really quick. This is Gary V talking about it. Let's go.
Yes, we have some luxury of mindset and communication.
Oh, and they're talking about if mindset is a privilege. You know how everything's a privilege nowadays. So the host asked if mindset was a privilege. Kinda is, kinda isn't. It's kind of a privilege, like the same way nice shoes are a privilege. It's like you can do what it takes to buy a pair of really nice shoes. It just takes work. Same thing with mindset, I think. It's like it just takes work to have a certain mindset. Nobody's just born with a great mindset. It takes a certain amount of work. It takes a certain amount of awareness, and it takes a certain amount of discipline to like keep yourself in that mind state, that mindset. So let Gary talk about it though.
But for me, I don't think people should listen to me. I think people should listen to everything and try to find positivity and usability out of everything. And they should dismiss what is clearly negative and selfish, and they should triple down on everything that is selfless and positive. And that is the answer to your question that started here. What should people do? They should be very, very focused on trying to do the following. Lean in dramatically more to things that are positive. Your grandfather, podcasts, Upworthy.com. Lean into positivity. Then they should be on the awareness, eyes wide open, on is this delusional and lacks practicality? Like, you know, if I just dream it, it will happen. No. Lean in, cut out. Literally, when this podcast is over, step back, audit your entire life from the people you spend time with, your family, your friends. Look at every person you follow. Are they triggering your insecurities for their own self-interest? Or are they trying to put love into it so that you go on and do your thing? Watch, look for it. But whatever you do, back to like working out, like, you know, protein. And, you know, when Mike Vacanti's like, all right, you did a lift, like protein. I'm like, really? Okay. And like during COVID, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm starting to finally get some muscles. Oh, because I was doing protein as fuck after lifts and not after not lifts. I was doing it right. Here's something right for everyone. Cut out 1 hour of negativity, add 1 hour of positivity. If you're listening right now and you're like, social is such a drag, it's because you're in a drag mindset and the algos and the people you follow are following you. You know what my social looks like? Fucking sunshine. I'm being dead fucking serious. You know what my algo?
Mine too. Looks like absolute sunshine. I follow a lot of positive people. I follow a lot of God-fearing people. But that part right there of just like, look at everything that's going on in your life. Look at everything that you spend time doing. And then like a key thing that he said was, is it triggering your insecurities? And I would throw on top of that your anger, your sadness, your depression. Like, is it triggering all of that? Like, if there's people around you that are triggering that, if there is, YouTube videos, podcasts, people you're following on Instagram, Facebook, if they're triggering any of that, move away from that, and almost like use those feelings as a beacon for what you should and shouldn't be around, like if you get intense depression, anxiety, uneasiness being around a person, and then when you're not around them, you feel better, then don't be around them. And if it's your sister, like, don't cut your sister out completely, but like limit the time you spend around them. If you're around them for 12 hours a day, like take that shit right down to 4 hours. Watch how much better things get for you, and do that with everybody in your life. I'm telling you, I've done that countless times. And it helps so much. I just use those feelings as a beacon. If I get an uneasiness and I feel like this person's bringing out the worst in me, and I'll just be like, okay, I don't look at them and say, you're the reason for all my problems. I just step back. It's not even something that has to be vocalized. You just step back. You just don't hang around them as much. And then when it comes to social, it's like unfollow, block, unfollow, block. Do that all day. Just follow people that are positive. Like one thing that I did when it came to social media, you can follow hashtags, right? On Instagram. I just started following positive hashtags. Like I just started following motivation, inspiration, personal development, personal growth mindset. Like I just started following things like that. And I just got sent the most positive stuff. And then, there's some chicks that are like taking ass shots and they're like motivation. And it's like, yeah, can't avoid that. But like, I don't know, man, you can really, like you said, you can lean into what you want to see. And if you really look at your social and you really look at your friend group and everything, and it is triggering all of that in you, you got to also step back and ask yourself, why am I so comfortable around, engrossed, immersed in all of this shit? Why am I okay being around people that make me upset, that give me anxiety, that bring out the worst in me? Why am I okay with that? Why am I okay watching apps like, you know what I mean? Like, just lean into more positive stuff. And look at you, you're here. This is the best step you could take. Hit the subscribe button quickly. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I'm not, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I think that's a really big thing. Lean into positivity. Lean into what you know is good for you. Information that's good for you. Again, iron sharpens iron, and the things that you're around long enough rub off on you. So make sure you're around some really positive, good, integral stuff, and you'll start to exhibit that yourself. All right, I'm out. Peace.